Let's give it up for the wonderful Andy Vargo, everybody. All right, keep it going for Dennis. I guess we're joking about traditions tonight. I'll tell you, I had a traditional Catholic wedding. Thank you. Was married for 20 years. And then I found out the whole time I was married, she had been sleeping with a gay guy. Yeah, I'll do the math for you. It was me. Yeah, I felt lied to. It was bad. Yeah, so, and like, it's crazy. I had to try all sorts of stuff because in 1 year, I lost my wife, I lost my house, I lost my virginity. The other one, yeah, there's 2, apparently. Yeah, it's been fun. So that tradition was ruined, and I really didn't know what to do because like I was raised Catholic and I still considered myself a pretty spiritual person. So I thought, well, I don't know what to do. I've been trying all sorts of different faiths. Like I fucked a Lutheran minister, I fucked a rabbi. I didn't even know they could be gay, let alone hook up. Like it's true, it can be a thing. I knew he was cut. Obviously, it comes with the religion, but it's been a whole journey. But I found that there are other religions that are so much more gay-friendly than the Catholic faith. And the most gay-friendly of all is the Mormons. Like, I don't know if you believe me or not, but no other religion sends 2 young guys to my door. They're like, sir, can we do anything for you? Yeah. And if someone offers a favor, it's rude to refuse. Like, my mama didn't raise me gay, but she raised me right. I'm like, sir, can we do anything for you? And if they're on a mission, they have to be over 18. First of all, you can Google that shit. You know I did. I'm like, oh my God, they're here. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun though. Other traditions, I do have kids. I got 3 kids. They are a lot of fun. But my kids they're kind of a pain in the butt because they're older. And they say some shit. Like when your kids get older, they start saying stuff to you. Like I started choking on a glass of water and my son was like, oh my God, Dad, are you choking on a cock? I'm like, oh God, no. That is a much deeper sound. Sorry. Yeah, come on, kid, get the inflections right. And then I was texting with a friend and he's like, oh my God, Dad, is that a friends with benefits you're talking to? No. We're not friends, we just fuck. That, my son, is a fuck buddy. There is a difference. Like, yeah, we are, this is how the gays work. Like, we start with fuck buddies. Then, if we like each other enough to be seen in public, maybe we'll go out on a hike and elevate to friends with benefits. And then if you really enjoy that time together, maybe you plan ahead and you go on a date. And then if you really, really like the guy, you ghost him. Because that shit's scary. We're not doing feelings. No. Yeah, another thing lately, I have been doing a lot of it, paying attention to my social media presence. And I like to unfriend people on their birthdays. I just think that's a good time to do it. It's usually when I even notice that I'm friends with some people. I'm like, who the hell is Carl Carlson? Probably just some guy that I drunk added to my cart one night. I don't know if you all do that, like you give up on the dating apps, but then you use social media as like swiping, like suggested friends. I don't know why Facebook doesn't have a save for later button or add to cart. You're going through your suggested friends or your friends of friends as like put them on your wish list. You're looking at their posts and reading the comments like their Amazon reviews. Like, how did I end up with this guy? Yeah, it's a whole thing, and I don't want to sound super desperate. Like, I've been single for a while, trying to find the right man. My gaydar sucks. Like, I can't tell if a guy is gay or European or an accountant. Like, I don't know. Like, it's bad. I wish we could go back to the 80s where people just wore like the earring on the right or left side, and then I'd forget which side was the gay side. Like, it's like I'm losing no matter what. Like, it doesn't matter. You could be so obvious. My friend's like, Andy, that guy was so hitting on you. And I'm like, I didn't pick up on it. Totally went over my head. I was on my knees, that's why. Yeah. You know where that was going. I didn't. I was just like, what do you need me down here for? Yeah, it's fun. But yeah, it's and then with Facebook too, like, what do you do when your friends die? You just unfriend them? I don't want to be that asshole that accidentally wishes somebody happy birthday like 3 years later. It's like, happy birthday, Joe. It's like, he died like 3 years ago. Damn it, I forgot to put in heaven on the end. I meant in heaven. That's what I meant, because I'm still thinking about the guy that I forgot died 3 years ago. Yeah, that's where that's coming from. I have been thinking a lot about death, though. Death it's a tough one. Like I don't necessarily, like, I'm not morbid, but I do just want to die. Not like right now, here. No offense, great place, right? Colin's doing an awesome job back there. But when it's, yeah, give it up for Colin. Yeah. He's even doing a dance for us. But my thing is, I just don't want it to be drawn out. I hate medical stuff. Like, if I don't want to get like an IV and like get my body cut open or drug out and have to go back. Like, I just want a DNR. Like, if I get a paper cut, just let me bleed out. Seriously, like, that's enough for me. Like, my dad, he's 89. He just said the other day, Mom and I are getting to the age where I think we should figure out our funeral plans. I'm like, Dad, you're 89. When did you think it was the right time? Like, I think that anytime after like 60, you retire, you go on a cruise, and then you plan your death. Like, isn't that how it works? And you want to be like, you got to think about who you want to be in the world. Like, you want to be a Betty and not a Bob. You think about like Betty White. For like 5 years, anytime someone posted her picture on the internet, people say, I love Betty White, I love Betty White. And that whole last 5 years, people were like, oh my God, is she gone? We were all nervous. It's like, oh God, we can't lose America's sweetheart. And then she finally did, and that was awful, and we missed her. Bob Barker, he was still alive for like 3 more years. Nobody knew. Like, what the fuck? And also, like, they say, isn't it sweet, like, someone dies in their death? Like, they die in their sleep. Obviously, they die in their death. This is how fucked up I am about the whole thing. They die in their sleep, like, oh my God, isn't that sweet? Grandpa died in his sleep. We don't know that. How do you know Grandpa didn't like wake up at 2 a.m. in the worst pain of his life, just like gasping for breath, like, oh my God, oh God, over and over again. And he's like swirling around and moving the sheets. And Grandma's just a really sound sleeper. She's like, she wakes up in the morning, he's dead. She's like, finally, you shut up. I'm listening to that shit for 60 years. Like, we don't know, like, yeah, it's nice. I don't know, I just want to go, like, maybe in an explosion or a good cardiac that finishes me off right away. This is morbid, I'm sorry. These are the things I think about. It's like, I had a bad marriage, turned gay, now I just want to die. Like, this is my life. This is the trajectory. I know gay people are supposed to be happier. They got their lives all good. I didn't get that package. I signed up for the 5-year divorce recovery plan, and apparently it was the 10-year plan. I'm on year 9, so I'm feeling really good about the end of 2025, early 2026. Things are going to kick in. I'm going to be able to move on from my comedy career, where I got this haircut to match my comedy career. See, it's business in front, and it's bankrupt in the back. Yeah, I call that my flesh yarmulke. Traditions. Yeah. There it is. Or also my BJ bald spot, because that's usually when the guy sees it for the first time. It's like, oh shit. And my body is falling apart. Like, I'm losing hair. The other day, I lost a tooth. It was a basketball accident. I was playing basketball, and I was trying to stop the ball. I was trying to be one of the cool guys, where you try and stop the ball from going out of bounds, and you catch it and then throw it behind your head really quick. And I face planted on a bench in 8th grade. And then, 40 years later, I bit into a tortilla and finished it off. But I like the basketball story better, because it sounds more active than biting into a sandwich and losing a tooth. Like, I didn't know that's how it happens. You hit 50 and all of a sudden you get dental leprosy. Your body's just falling apart. It's crazy. Yeah, so I will tell you, I do try to date. I do try really hard. I have some rules when I'm out in public. If I see a hot couple in a bar, I assume they're siblings. I think that's fair game. I'm like, why is he touching her like that? And I also have, occasionally hit on the wrong guy, but I do try to make sure that that they are gay, and the only way to tell is really once they take their pants off. I'm like, okay, now it makes sense. But I'm going to leave you with this last thought. When I'm not doing comedy, I do motivational speaking. It's a little more appropriate. I don't tell the gay jokes at the middle schools. But I walked into a middle school not too long ago, and this sixth grader, she looks at me and she's like, oh my God, you're wearing a nipple shirt. I'm like, first of all, bitch, it's cold in here. The AC was way up. And second of all, you're just jealous because mine are bigger than yours. And I might be wearing a medium when I'm more of a large plus. So I just don't think you're supposed to have to roll on your shirt like a condom. That's kind of my life lately. If you guys want, after the show, I do have some stickers that say, Own Your Awkward. That's my brand. It's all about taking your insecurity, turning it into your superpower. Thank you. I'm Andy Vargo.